So we are very happy to have with us Beppe Lovoi, who came especially this morning from New York, from the UN. He's a sustainable office. No, let's start again. Sustainable development officer.
Just start again. We cut the.
Okay,
I think
we
we need to cut the ends.
Okay.
On every video. So
well, we start again. So we are very happy to have at our ESF conference Beppe Lovoi from the UN, who flew especially for us this morning. Beppe is a sustainable development officer and is involved in the Rio+20 process at the UN. So I had 2 or 3 questions. The first one is, how is the mandate currently formulated at the UN in connection with our topic, which is representation of future generations?
Well, the future generations issue at the UN and the consideration of future generations is something that's really enshrined across the UN system. It finds itself in much of the normative framework of different conventions and mandates. But the trigger for this particular mandate is the outcome of the Rio+20 conference, in which member states agreed to further consider the need for promoting intergenerational solidarity for the achievement of sustainable development, taking into account the needs of future generations, and inviting the Secretary General to present a report on this issue. And so this will be the first time that the Secretary General will prepare a report for member states on future generations in the context of sustainable development.
Could you give us a sense of the options that are on the table, the type of language that is being used to identify whether it's a high commissioner, or whatever?
Yes, one of the most important things to remember is that this request is in the context of strengthening institutional framework to support implementation of sustainable development. And one of the most important proposals on that agenda is the establishment of a high-level political forum. Those negotiations are underway in New York. The forum is expected to be constituted by the 68th session of the General Assembly, which begins in September. And this is going to be a high-level representative body focusing on agenda setting for the global sustainable development agenda that will replace the Commission on Sustainable Development and convene the topic at a higher level, renewing political commitment to this subject, elevating it to a universal membership body. This is the context of the request in which the future generations will be considered. Also, there are a number of other processes underway, like the development of SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, which of course fits into the context of the post-2015 development agenda. All of this is going to be is going to have bearing on the topic of how future generations are considered, especially when it comes to national level implementation of sustainable development. There are many instances where countries have experimented with the concept of an ombudsperson or a future generations commissioner, and these are all going to be very relevant, I think, in the considerations that are placed before member states.
Do you see any specific opportunities or challenges with regard to this debate?
No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can say yet, because this is the role here is for the Secretary General to examine the issue and to make some recommendations in the context of how to raise the level of political commitment to sustainable development, to strengthen this new forum, and then it's going to be up to member states how they consider this report in the work of the forum. So I can't really say yet. I don't know what the main challenges are going to be yet.
Thank you very much, Beppe.